Hey there. So if I disappear from social media here sometime, I keep getting privacy complaints against from these attorneys that are representing some people that I'm battling in court. And one of the reasons I'm running for public office, my name is Drew Rebar. If you haven't watched my stuff before, I'm a pissed off business guy just trying to solve a problem. So this morning when I woke up, would you believe that I got a privacy complaint from YouTube? Now, I've gotten a couple of these before. It's from the same person. It's a gal named Rachel Wise. She works for this huge conglomerate law firm, 50 state law firm, yada, yada, yada. And evidently, instead of taking things in front of a judge and getting a judge to decide, she tries to do the back door and get my videos removed by filing privacy complaints. So, what is she complaining about? Well, let's see here. Here's one of them. The information reported of violating privacy is 7 minutes, 8 seconds, 7 minutes, 17 seconds. So basically 7 minutes, 8 through 7 minutes and 7:45 seconds. Let's go see what Ms. Wise doesn't want to be published. And see if we can get that up there. Oh, here we go. Get back here, 7 minutes and 8 seconds, she said. Okay, so this is what this attorney doesn't want you to see. She doesn't want you to see her advertising on the internet. Doesn't want you to see her face. So she doesn't want you to see there. So what was it, through 7 minutes and 45 seconds? Oh, I guess she didn't want you to see this either. This is pretty bad what I showed you. Rachel Wise sent me a cease and desist letter. Yeah. So she didn't want me to show you this. And it goes, what, up to 7 minutes and 45 seconds here. So what do we got again up there? We're just back up to showing her face. So anyways, yeah, she sent me this letter to try to shut me down. It's really kind of messed up. And yeah. So I got that privacy complaint this morning. So how do I deal with that? Well, what I do is I go down here and you need to write YouTube a letter. Here's a letter we wrote. Public interest, newsworthiness. So in other words, yeah, people want to know about public stuff. I didn't dox her. I didn't put any private information out there. I put information that she's an attorney advertising to sell her services. And this is the website she's advertising from. She's an attorney. She's doing stuff in court. And pattern of harassment and anti-slap tactics. So I basically asked YouTube to investigate her. I also sent out, let's see if I can find it here for all of us. See what I can find. There we go. Also sent her bosses at this huge multi-state law firm an email and let them know, along with, since I am a candidate for Nevada Assembly 40, and if you live in Carson City, Southeast, Reno, Washoe, Story County, Virginia City, all of that area there, consider voting for me. I'm the only business guy that's never been a government employee, never been corrupted by that system, and I want to make that system accountable. And so I wrote this letter to the law firm, along with including a man named Mark Lashen. Hey, Mark, if I said your last name wrong, I'm sorry. He's the Deputy Secretary of State for Elections. So he works for the Nevada Secretary of State. But sent them this letter, say, hey, please knock it off. Stop trying to file privacy complaints when the only thing I'm sharing is your public information. And if you don't want me to share things, don't do stupid things like file privacy complaints for no reason. So That's what's going on with this latest privacy complaint by these corrupt attorneys that really just don't want people to see much of anything. So unbelievable. Thank you for praying. I appreciate it. This is just crazy what they're trying to do to me. Shut me down. But the one of the good things that's happened with it is all the corruption made this YouTube and all the Facebook, and look for me on Instagram, and what I'm up to 5,000 people watching me on TikTok. Never thought it would be on TikTok, but I'm on all the different social media, so I've got stuff going up all over there, and people really seem to be, well, the thing that Nick Shirley pointed out with the corruption in Minnesota. Corruption's not just there, it's all over Nevada. It's all over Washington, it's all over California, it's all over all these states. These politicians and these people have been just fleecing us. They've just been screwing us. And it needs to stop. If you're like me and you've gotten up your entire life, wake up in the morning, work all day, try to be responsible, and you just fight and you struggle, why are we fighting and struggling while all of these people are collecting tax dollars from us and apparently sending our money to God knows where, using it to benefit themselves? Needs to stop. And then we got these corrupt law firms saying you can't even show their advertising page because they don't like what you're saying. This is what they're doing to us. So, don't know how many viewers. I think there's a lot of people frustrated. I mean, because what's really amazing to me is I've working on creating a new business out of this thing, because I got what was it, 104 million views in 90 days in all my social media. From, whether it's this one, 24 million here, 21 million there. I got a ton of social media. So I started a little business. If you want some help, you want some name recognition, work directly with you, reach out, and I'll try to build some brand awareness if you've got a business or anything else that you want to promote. I never thought I'd do that. Kind of crazy that this all happened. The frustration is topped over. See, I watch both sides of the political aisle, the Republicans, the Democrats. Now, for me personally, men are men, women are women. God, I love being a heterosexual man. But I don't give a shit who you sleep with. I don't care. The leftists seem to think people care about this stuff. Maybe some people on the conservative side do, but really, what does it matter when the only thing you need to worry about in your life is you? So worry about what you're doing, not what anybody else is doing. I think the people on the left have some issues with regards to that gender thing. I think that's kind of cuckoo and crazy. But they're being pissed off is the same pissed off that the people on the right and the conservative side have. They see themselves, a majority of themselves, unless they're the corrupt ones, going to work every day, trying to get things done, trying to take care of their families, and they're always fighting an uphill battle, and you've been stole from, and now it's just becoming very, very apparent, and it needs to stop. These attorneys need to stop screwing with people like they're screwing with me. The government needs to leave people alone, and the system needs to be fixed. Yeah, the system needs to be fixed. That's the real issue. Making the system work for the people again, instead of the people working for the system like's been happening. At least that's how I felt about it. I don't know if anybody here has ever gone in and felt happy when they've dealt with the government and tried to get a problem solved by the government. You've been a victim of a crime, you go deal with the police, but the police ever really tell you what's going on with the crime that you were the victim of? It's happened to me a few times. Or you just call the police and the police never show up to even help you. You got a problem, you go see the government. They're supposed to be there to help you, but how many times have you really been helped? Where am I from? Auditing Reno 911. I'm in northern Nevada, near Reno, Nevada. Good old corrupt Nevada. So yeah. Anyways, I think that's what I had to say with this is got attorneys trying to shut down my voice. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's out there that's experiencing this. And it needs to stop happening. Our freedom of expression, freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, petition, all of those First Amendment rights, we need to protect them. The only time you shouldn't be able to say something is if you're threatening imminent harm to somebody. You don't promise to hurt anybody. You don't try to hurt anybody. But as far as people saying somebody's name and other people hearing their name and they did something, as long as you're telling the truth, who gives a shit? The truth shall set you free. Libel is a defense. Or the truth is a defense to libel. Sorry about that. Anyways, Happy New Year's, everybody. January 1st, 2026. Let's pray this year goes a lot better than last year.